fucked it up. I'm fucking it up. Oh yeah, let's do
What is it?
We're fucking doing it live. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Fuck, just press buttons and shit. Oh my god. Damn, I bottled that worse than Arsenal bottled top 4. Fucking A, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. I'm a professional, I promise. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to KH No Filter Football. Look, I even forgot to do the setup, the background and everything. I'm a mess here. Holy shit, man. I'm glad you love the new intro, Dark. Appreciate it, man. But what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Today is a special occasion. We're bringing back a segment that we haven't had on the channel for a very long time, and I'm pleased to be back here with all of my favorite guests, all my favorite panelists. Will, let's start with you, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I mean, it's a great start, you know, the intro.
Oh yeah, of course. I have to practice that one. That one's I fucked that one up. Real Chris, how are you doing, bro?
Yeah, like I'm doing good. The intro definitely made me laugh, like seeing you frame rate dropping massive, and then yeah. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even realize I dropped in frames. That makes it even better.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, I mean, one of a kind. This is how we do it here at KH. We're genuine, right? And Andrew, how are you, my friend?
That never happened under the old regime. That's what I'm saying.
Never.
Under the old regime, he said. Oh my
I'm all
god.
good, man. I'm all good. I just watched Ukraine knock out Scotland, and deservedly so as well. So.
Oh, there was football today, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
A couple of qualifiers.
Oh my god, go away.
It's like we're not ready.
Our mystery guest, the countdown.
Oh my goodness. Oh, see you in London. It's not a joke. Trust me. We're definitely going to be discussing this, and we're going to open this up to the chat later on. So you guys want to discuss, you want to have your say on this. If you agree, you disagree. If you morbidly disagree, then by all means, come on and have your say. But yeah, and I'm Marshall, guys. Welcome. Make sure before we go ahead and get this show on the road, make sure you like the like button, obviously. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our future streams. Hit that bell notification so you're notified when we're on. Leave a comment down below if you're watching this in the future, and then check out some of the links in the description. Winter Surfer, I have your Twitter down there, so go ahead and give them a follow. Will and Chris, if you guys want to go ahead and DM me that link, I'll go ahead and get your socials there too. But ladies and gentlemen, as you may or may not already know, this video is going to be an unpopular opinions video, and it's going to be about Kylian Mbappe and why he is now overrated. So let's get into it. So as a lot of you know, Mbappe has been the big talk of the transfer window. He essentially just changed the whole landscape of football in one signing, and we're gonna go over the details right here. Let me see if I can share the screen right here. All right, so this may or may not be 100% accurate, and obviously you guys correct me if I am wrong, but as far as I'm aware, this is the details of the new 3-year contract that PSG offered Kylian Mbappe. So basically, a 300 million euro signing bonus, 100 million euro a year salary after tax. So this is what this man makes after tax. We don't know how much that salary is before that. It's probably a lot more. He gets a say on deciding the coach, and he will have a say on sporting director. That's a huge one. when you deep it, and he can improve signings and sales. I don't know about you guys, but I think for one player to have this much power and this much say on a club for having done nothing but win the league title for that club, I think is easily a way to say that this player is now overrated. He has not done anything to deserve this much when it comes to his trophy cabinet. If this was Ronaldo, you can make the argument for it. If this was Messi, you could make that same argument. But Mbappe, other than win the World Cup, which is his highest accolade, I don't understand why this is even happening. And I feel that it's absolutely going to be devastating to football. We're not going to see it now. And let me just stop sharing this now. But we're not going to see the result of this now. But I'm guarantee you, kind of like how Neymar is signing to PSG, or not even PSG, was it to Barcelona, right? That great amount of money that Barcelona spent on Neymar, Messi, and who is it? Suarez. That deal that Neymar had, I think a lot of people like to argue that that's the reason we have the footballing transfer market that we have now. So not only does this Mbappe deal only inflate that, I feel like we're just heading into a worse direction, pretty much. I don't know. What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Will. Or Chris, whoever wants to go.
I was gonna say I don't believe in that statement completely. Like 300 million, I think it's 100 million. I did see that report as well, 100 million. So I think that's more believable to me. 300 million for Mbappe for 2 years, and then giving it like $1 million a week, and then obviously in charge for the club as well, just for a 2 year. Is it 2 year extra? I think
300 million signing on clause just to sign the damn thing.
Just giving them 300 million as well, whatever. Like it's I don't believe it, and to me as well, I wouldn't call him overrated as well, because you say Messi and stuff, and Messi has been awful this season. Neymar hasn't really done much this season. Mbappe scored like 39 goals for PSG this season with like a bunch of assists as well. Like, so I couldn't call him overrated, because I think he will be like the best player in the world like soon enough. Like I think he's gonna be like the big player. So
if he's not
already,
already,
I went backwards for him.
You could debate it.
So I'm not. I guess the debate isn't necessarily like, is he or is he not the best player? Welcome our new guest, Andrew's cat, by the way. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that he isn't the best player in the world. Because if you ask me who the best player in the world is, I would probably tell you it is Mbappe. But is he still overrated because of the? Let's just pretend that this is legit. This is the give or take the amount of money he's going to be earning. I just think when you look at the amount of money versus the amount of accomplishments, it doesn't make sense to me. And it makes it to me, it just, you're overrated at this point. You look at the monetary value versus what he's accomplished. I think it's very overrated. I don't know, Will, if you agree or disagree with that.
I mean, if we're going off of that, those like statistics of numbers and whatever, I mean, I think that's fucking insane. I think I wouldn't give that to anyone. I don't, even if it was prime Messi. Well, maybe we can't really compare him to prime Messi, but I wouldn't do that for anyone. Although I definitely believe has a sound sport on the sporting director, because I'm pretty sure him and Neymar didn't really get on with Leonardo, and then a week later they get rid of him for Luis Campos. So I can agree with him having a big say on things, which again I don't really like. But if you're Mbappe, I don't think you can blame him for taking this. When he leaves PSG, if he leaves after that contract, he'll be 25, not even really entering his prime yet potentially. And he could go to Real Madrid and still become so decorated. I'm guessing
he could still be in his prime.
I'm guessing he signed that thinking he's going to retire as PSG's best player if he wins him a Champions League or something. That might motivate him a little bit. But yeah, I think it's insane. All those stats are absolutely mental. Like, I wouldn't give that to anyone. Is he overrated? I mean, if you're going off that, if you're going off of would you pay him it? I mean, I wouldn't pay him all that money. I wouldn't give him all that control. So I wouldn't really. Again, I agree with Chris. I wouldn't really call him overrated, but I wouldn't give him that either. But fair play to him. He's making the bag, and maybe he'll win a UCL with them.
It benefits him 100%, right? And you know, he does work really hard for that team, and he is their best player without a doubt. He is their best player. He's better than Neymar. This season he's had a better season than Messi. We'll see if that keeps up. You know, as far as playing ability, he has been their best player and been carrying that team for a long time now. But again, we look at the Champions League, didn't perform, or did it wasn't. He did perform, but
he got 6 goals.
He did okay. Assists. We look at the Euros though as well. The Euros he was absolutely disappointing.
Yeah.
So it just, to me, of course players are gonna have their ups and downs, and he's still so young, so he's gonna get to a point where he reaches a level of consistency where he's gonna constantly be considered the best or winning constant Ballon d'Ors and stuff like Messi. But again, we look at that price, and I think it's, if you are that price, I would expect you to be at your age at the level that Ronaldo and Messi were at that age. Because he's what, 22?
I mean, you could argue that he's
23.
You could actually. I mean, I actually can't remember how old Ronaldo was when he started performing for United. I can't remember.
He was really young, fair. Like I think he's like.
Was
20.
he? Okay, so.
Or 21.
I mean, Andrew, I don't know if you can correct us there, but
Andrew might know better than me.
Yeah.
You're mute, Andrew.
You're muted, Andrew.
Probably 06 is when he burst, so 16 years ago, he's come to 37, 38, so around probably the same age, 20.
Oh, shit.
22.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, if you're comparing Ronaldo and Mbappe at 22, you could argue Mbappe
didn't even notice.
Mbappe won the World Cup. You know, it's a massive thing. Like, most players don't achieve that in their lifetime, which is again fair enough. But I wouldn't give either of them that sort of money. Like, they're obviously Mbappe's really good.
But you don't think, like, if at 23 Ronaldo, well, I mean, at 23 Ronaldo was doing, I think at 23 Ronaldo was playing better than Mbappe and also Messi. So, and they were winning Champions Leagues, and they were, you know, also doing the same thing Mbappe was doing.
But he didn't win the UCL with United until 08. So it's, you know, you could. I mean, it's hard, isn't it? Because I don't really want to compare them, but at the same time, you sort of could in a way. It's weird because they're two completely different eras and
to
teams.
me, it's weird. I get where you're coming from, Will. To me, it's weird because, like, if it was now and we're looking at Ronaldo at 23 or Messi at 23. I actually would kind of be okay with giving him this ridiculous amount of money. Kinda. It would be a little bit more justified than Mbappe. But Kai, go ahead. You're muted, by the way, bro.
I'm not muted. Am I muted?
Oh, yeah. No, you're not. You're not. What's going on, Kai? Well, we didn't expect you to be here, but here you are. I love it.
Yeah, man. I just came back home. I ate some steak, and now I heard you talking nonsense, Marshall, so I had to come in. First of all,
good.
First of all, why is the standard has to be? Why is it like it has to be Ronaldo and Messi? It's okay to be a level below them, you know.
But that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying.
I do think he's a level below them. I don't think he's overrated. I think he's a really, really good player. I think he's like what? I think he's the best player in the world right now.
Yeah. I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. But you look at the reason it's Ronaldo. You can give him that money at 23 and be okay with it. Is he at the level that Ronaldo was when Ronaldo was 23?
But he doesn't have to be. He's the best.
And he's earning more money.
Yeah, but he's the best right now, and football changed since then to now. Football now has more money in it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't, like, for example, Beckham back then, his salary was like what Cho is making now. Because now the money is a lot more in football. You can't blame him for it. You can't put it over his head. Yeah, he might not be Ronaldo and Messi, but he's the next best thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This comment is so insulting. Andrew, we're just okay. So we're talking about like money and stuff, but the other thing that I think is an issue is the amount of player power that he has. And this is something I want you to talk about, Andrew, because you were mentioning about Messi and Ronaldo, but also say your point, whatever you want.
So because Andrew is the oldest one, he has to talk about money.
I'm just thinking that really, I don't think there's anything different from this deal to a Messi deal. It's just advertised because I'm sure Messi had those in control in Barcelona while he was there.
Yeah.
Like, who's going to play and everything like that. Second of all, it's a first NBA deal in football history, which I like.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Third, he has made himself literally the lightning rod now at PSG. He's going to get all the blame if they don't.
Oh
do
God,
anything.
yeah.
So any coach, the sporting director, anything comes in. I think what they've done is they've paid him with the anticipation that he is going to deliver something. So I think you after the 3 years, if you can then see what his body of work is, and then you can say whether he's overrated or not after this deal ends. You could go, has he delivered any Champions Leagues? Because that's really all that matters for PSG at the moment. It's just delivering a Champions League, right? French league is like waking up. I mean, they're expected to wake up. They're expected to win the French league. So if he delivers one Champions League, is it successful? Probably. 2, yeah. I don't think he'll deliver 3, but you know what I mean. It's one of those. And listen, football's football, man. If someone's going to pay you 300 million or 100 million, £1 million a week, you're going to take it, man. Because let's face it, first game next season, you could get a cruciate ligament injury, right? Hopefully not.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then he's done, right? Or he's done for a while. ACL, you know what I mean? It's like, just take the bag, man. Do you know what I mean? If someone's foolish enough to pay it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just surprised. I'm really surprised it's only a 3-year deal. For that amount of money, I would have done.
Oh my God, yeah.
I would have
3
3
years.
5. I would have insisted on 5.
I don't think he would have accepted. I don't think he would have accepted that. Though. I think he would have been gone.
Yeah, but
to Madrid.
isn't a 3-year extension pretty common in France? They don't really like the 4 and the
Well, no,
5
'cause-
is more of
'cause
a
it-
Premier League thing.
But he was out of contract right this summer, so essentially it's a new
Yeah.
3-year contract, right? He's just
Yeah.
signing. It's like
It's an
he's signing
extension.
like as a free transfer back to his club again. That's what he's doing. So
I
I was
mean-
surprised it wasn't 4 or 5. Really.
He was the one who's holding the cards, though, Andrew. So I think like they had
Real
to
Madrid
kind of-
already paid some money to this guy already before he even like decided.
Wasn't that his dream club too? That he wanted to play for Real Madrid.
Yeah, but he
He's
still has
gonna-
he
he
still has the
will-
time, though. He still
Dreams
has
get
He does.
overturned by
He
money.
does.
He's going to be
People act
2
like
years
yeah.
before his like prime years when he goes there, because he will go there. Like, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
He's not overrated as a footballer. But I mean, I honestly think if you're talking about 06 Ronaldo and Mbappe now, I think you could argue Mbappe is better than 06 Ronaldo. Talk about Ronaldo a couple of years after that, then you got to go probably Ronaldo. You probably think, of course, Ronaldo's better.
Ronaldo
But-
at 06 didn't carry United on his shoulders.
Exactly.
So
So I get why.
Ronaldo took the next level when he went to Real Madrid. At United, he was very good, but he
Yeah.
wasn't even close to what he was at Real Madrid. A lot of people seem to forget that.
Yeah. I'd agree.
I agree. Yeah, he literally came to his prime at Real Madrid, 100%.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
One more thing. It's so unfair to ask from one player to win a Champions League for the whole team. It's completely unfair. Like a one person from 11. It's really, really hard to win a Champions League because you could just be unlucky in one day and you lose it all. You know, that's why teams have like much less Champions League compared to their league titles. Because it's very, very difficult to win the Champions League. And just blaming one player when PSG had like shit midfields for a year, other than Verratti, PSG don't have any remarkable midfielders.
That's why I call it like an NBA deal, Kai, because or American sports deal, they'll give like the best player the biggest money, and everything's on them. And the way the rumors are coming out that he gets final say on coach, on like he has to be involved in transfers and stuff like that. He's going to make himself. Do you know what? I don't think he cares if he's like if he's getting £1 million a week. Who cares? Do you know what I mean?
Did you see Did you see the abuse he got last summer from PSG fans? Like they did banners against him, and they
called him Ninja Turtle. And
exactly. Yeah, they called him. They called him.
I
All
think
those
his teammates
things.
call him Ninja Turtle.
And like the thing is
so
with
fucked
PSG.
Imagine they call you Michelangelo, bro. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's
The worst.
I think they did. I
I'm
actually think they
sorry.
did. I think they did it at one point, but you've got, PSG. It all depends on how they go at the window. They're looking. Apparently, they're linked with the favourite to become PSG manager if Poch doesn't stay. Is the guy who won it with Lille, a couple of years ago. So we'll see what happens there. They're linked with Casemiro as well for around £50 million or 50 million.
The thing that bothers me though is that PSG were so desperate for this player who won. Of course, like Kai mentioned, like they're putting so much pressure on this one guy to win him the Champions League. At 23, how much experience does he really have to be able to have a say in like what players should come in, to even pick a sporting director or even pick the coach?
I mean,
like I think that alone is them shooting themselves in the foot.
I know though, because we've got to take it with a pinch of salt as well. Like him having a say on something might not be.
Doesn't make him a director of football. Yeah, exactly.
PSG are known for quote unquote getting what they want. Like they just picked up Campos.
And Leonardo's so bad, man. Leonardo's so bad.
He was.
Didn't
he step down?
Leonardo's so bad.
Oh, I don't like Leonardo. No, he got sacked.
He got sacked.
Oh, okay.
He is so bad. He is that midfield. That's PSG midfield. I don't know how. Like I think they had that midfield since Thiago Silva kicked us out of the Champions League with that header.
Tuchel would have won the UCL with them if Leonardo was replaced with Campos earlier. Yeah, they've got. I'm
really annoyed that they're taking Campos because I really wanted Campos at Chelsea.
Yeah,
I think he'd be perfect for Chelsea.
Yeah, now we're linked with the guy who's very hit and miss from Atletico. You know, 1 minute signs some really good good players here and there, and then spending outlandish money on other players.
Hey, don't say things about Mourinho. Mourinho built two cores.
No, I like her, Kai. I like her.
No, he said
She's a bit hit and miss.
Marina can fuck off. I don't care.
Hey!
You said Mourinho
girl like that.
Who said you're a girl, Marshall. Let's not start. And second of all, Marshall. I love the hypnosis music, bro.
Oh, you're welcome, bro. I'm trying to convince all of you that Mbappe is overrated.
I feel like Mowgli when that what's his name, man? When that snake was trying to like hypnotize him, man.
Oh, the Medusa.
The snake, bro. You haven't seen like the what's it called?
The Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book, yeah.
Jungle Book.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mowgli, you said.
Hey, I wanted to say 70s porn music, but you know, I decided to make it PG.
I would have understood that better.
70s porn music.
But yeah, it's PSG seem to want to. PSG are so weird because 1 minute they make some decisions which are really good, like football decisions, and then they just do other shit, which I'm like, what the fuck? Like, look at the players they bought for Tuchel. Like, I mean, Icardi was literally forced upon his throat. They signed Rafinha, who's a decent player but injury prone. You've got fucking Danilo Pereira, Garner Gay, who they signed from Everton. Like, they signed so many like average footballers, and they expect to be at the top when you're not. What else how are you going to? You're signing squad players just playing the first 11.
Yeah.
Getting this, can't repay Leonardo for letting Silva leave PSG to join us. I mean, it's true, and he gave us Tuchel as a result of his shitty job at PSG.
I mean, Tuchel gave us Tuchel. Tuchel gave us Tuchel. I don't think Chelsea fans realize what Tuchel is. Tuchel is like a nicer Conte. That's what he is. If he doesn't get what he wants, he was nice because he won the Champions League. Kind of put him in a good mood. Let's see next 2 windows if he doesn't get the players he wants. If he stays.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's made players before, like youngsters, Dortmund especially. He made them crawl through mud if you didn't listen to them, and he's also slagged off people in interviews before. You know, I don't blame him. Like, it's football.
People think he's a nice guy, though. Will he's not a nice guy.
Oh no, he's ruthless. He's very ruthless.
He is.
We just haven't seen that yet.
As good as Mbappe is, though, I would argue that like I think he's only going to be as good as the manager that builds the team around him. And if he's calling the shots, I just don't. Who's
the manager,
know.
By the way? Who's the PSG manager?
They're looking at Christophe Gaultier at the moment. They're looking at Christophe Gaultier, looking at Thiago Motta, which are very like Motta's inexperienced, but he's like respected at PSG. So I don't know if they're trying to go the route of what Real Madrid did, although it's not like Motta's a big name like Zidane. Obviously, Motta was good for PSG, but he's not like that. Apparently, maybe they're trying to go through the man management route, which maybe works.
I hope they don't.
Wait, is Poch sacked? I don't even know.
No, but they're looking.
Poch is stepping down, I believe.
They They wanna sack him.
What's
Posh
wrong
is
with Poch?
he is the most
Been a
overrated
flop
coach.
since he. I should have made this video about Poch.
I'm
You've
surprised.
done enough Poch slander.
I don't
Marshall.
like
Let
rate
the
him
man know.
highly.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't
I'm
think he's
surprised
shit.
because he's a good hugger. He likes to hug his players. You know that was. If you ask Spurs, what did he do very well? He's like, oh, he put the band together. You know, so that's what he's good at.
Oh,
Parties, you know?
He made some good players.
is XH is off the charts. Expected hugs. So,
Oh my god.
Did
so,
hugs.
during the season.
I would say he made Harry Kane.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To a certain extent,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, no, he made him up to a
100%.
certain point, and then Mourinho dropped.
Yeah.
dropped
Improved
back,
him,
so.
I would say.
Thing is though, I was talking to Rachel actually. Shout out to Rachel if you ever watch this. She watched Harry Kane at like lower league clubs when he was, and apparently until Poch he was a donkey, like an absolute donkey of a footballer, and then he improved, which most young players do.
Improved
yeah.
Son as well. Improved Son as well. I think he improved that.
Son's
follow
first
tackle
season
there.
was.
I mean,
yeah,
I remember
terrible,
Son's.
but-
I remember Son's first season. He wanted to leave, and then Poch convinced him to stay.
I thought some
mean,
players well convinced him. I forgot what player.
if I went to Spurs,
Lamella, I
gonna
think it
leave
was.
too,
Was it
you know.
Lamella?
Yeah,
Oh,
some
that-
player, like, convinced him
That
as
is
well.
the biggest waste of bail money I've ever seen in my life. Oh my! None of those players stayed.
Not Lamella.
Actually.
Yeah, Soldado. I remember they signed. They signed
Soldado,
Etienne Capoue.
yeah.
Etienne Capoue.
Lamela at the time in Roma, he was something special. He was like the kind of hype that Hazard got at Lille.
To be fair,
I don't know if you
to
guys
him,
remember. He had like a lot of
yeah.
hype.
I mean, yeah, I do remember how much hype he got as well. I remember he scored a Rabona goal against.
Yeah.
Was it in the Europa? Who was it against? Was it against Benfica? I think it might have been against Benfica or Lyon or a club like that. And
Scored some cool. He scored some good goals, even in the Prem. The last
Yeah,
season he scored.
but that's all he's known for, though. Really, scoring the odd amazing like skill goal or some shit
and
like
then
that.
sitting on the bench for the rest of it.
Yeah. Who else?
Well, he played
Let's
quite a lot
find-
actually, but he just
Lamella?
lost the way he plays. Yeah,
he did
played
at
a
the
lot for
start.
Spurs,
At the
yeah.
start, he did. Yeah, from like 2014 to like 2018 or whatever.
But
He
you know-
played quite a lot.
The director of football at PSG is at Spurs is very good.
Paratici.
I really like him, man. Like the Romero deal, Kulusevski,
Kulusevski. Oh,
He has-
don't be starting.
Oh yeah,
Kulusevski.
Conte's gonna do well. Conte's
and
gonna do well.
Spurs fan was like, "Who's Kulusevski? Who's this guy? Like this reject from Juventus? Who's this? Who's this defender that I've never heard of?" And now they're all like, "Oh, these guys are world class." You know, I think only me and Will were like bigging them up on Twitter. Everybody else was like, "Who's this
Picking
guy?"
up who?
Kulusevski.
Kulusevski and Romero.
Oh, right.
The thing, we were looking back at our predictions, and I think I said Romero sign of the season, which I actually did quite well on the predictions. I'm
Which-
sorry, I have to.
well, what was my side of the season? I know it's Lukaku because I'm dumb like that. Bro.
I thought you
And I
did
said
say Lukaku.
I think you
Oh
said
my
Lukaku. I think you and me said Lukaku.
I said that
Actually,
too.
Chris said Lukaku too, and he said
was,
we'll win the league because we'll win
Do you
the
know
league.
what's do you know what's actually kind of scary about Conte at Tottenham? Is I actually think they're going to get Bastoni as well, which would fucking break my heart.
Yeah, he's
but
getting back. He's been getting.
He gets Bastoni, a midfielder, another wing
I
back.
mean, when
Oh, we
Jeff
got
Bezos
Perisic.
is your owner.
We can
Perisic
offer them,
now hugging the line.
Barkley.
Perisic is hugging the line with Kane in the middle.
Oh,
Son
don't-
Kulusevski. It's gonna be.
They'll get another
I'm gonna
wing
be
back
watching.
as
I'm gonna be
well.
enjoying watching Spurs, man. I like their attack more than I like ours. I'm not gonna lie, man.
I mean, I think that's not hard. It's not
You're
hard.
telling
but
me you
yeah.
don't like Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, and
Oh,
Pulisic?
Chris,
Or...
don't
I,
even
th- I
get
think. I think the Chelsea attack is gonna be a massive Achilles heel for us.
This is quite
Unless
an
they
opinion here.
like, extremely step up, you know.
What do you guys think of
Kulusevski-
this one? Kulusevski deserves more respect. He's been a better midseason
course.
signing for
He has better
Spurs
st-
than
he has
Diaz
much
has been
better
for
stats as
Liverpool.
I think he's
Yeah, but that's not a debate,
Really?
He,
That's
yeah,
the-
he's been,
that's
he's
as
been
well.
Diaz
the,
has been really good too, though. Actually,
He has
I
a better end product than Diaz.
Yep.
He's better end
I'm
I
glad
product.
some people
tweeted
agree with my
the,
sentiment here.
I tweeted the other day. I think Kulusevski's been the best winger in the
Marshall,
well.
he
Apart from
has-
maybe Son, he's been the best Premier League winner.
He has
since,
like 9 or 8
Son.
assists in 16 games, man.
Oh, he's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I remember watching him at Juventus.
Let me look up these stats actually.
I remember
while you guys
watching him.
talk.
He's a ginger as well, bro. He's a ginger. Have you ever seen a ginger this
What
good?
does that have to do with anything?
But Kai, do you remember when Pirlo mismanaged Kulusevski so bad? Oh, I actually hate Pirlo.
Pirlo
for what he
mismanaged
did
the
to
whole
Kulusevski.
fucking team, man. It's the
Yeah.
worst appointment. He's their Lampard, man. Their Make-A-Wish project.
I mean,
So-
Pirlo did win a couple of trophies, like cups, but
Let's
so I wouldn't
start.
compare him to
That's the
Lampard.
Arteta debate. That's the Arteta debate. I don't care about those.
All right, so
I was
let
gonna
me
say
look up
about
the
Mbappe.
stats.
he leaves in year 25, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Newcastle got a really rich owner, right?
No fucking way. No
Do you
way.
think? Could you
Imagine
see that
Mbappe
happening?
goes.
Could
Nope.
you see
I c- you know
Mbappe
what,
go to
mental,
Newcastle?
actually, maybe.
Unless
Yeah.
Newcastle become a
I
Liverpool.
can't say
or
never.
whatever
Can't
now,
see that happening.
I wouldn't
They
write
have
it off.
money.
We'll
Wouldn't
run it
write it
off.
off.
They got the money.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
But like,
don't know. I don't know.
don't, this is the other thing too. Like, okay,
That's too
Mbappe's
extreme,
3-year deal runs out.
Yep.
He's gonna want more money because he's gonna be a better player. Who's gonna pay him more money?
Real Madrid,
Essentially,
Real
they're gonna
Madrid.
have to
Newcastle.
restart in. They're gonna have to restart negotiating with him in like 18 months.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
yeah.
really, it's only an 18-month deal. It's only an 18-month deal essentially. They've got to
Crazy.
renegotiate.
That's mental as that.
This guy's overrated.
That's why
I don't know. Everything might happen in football. You never
Come
know.
to
You
Premier
might
League
sign
and
an
have
extension
Newcastle
after
in
that.
Premier
You
League.
never know
That's
what's gonna
why I
happen.
said.
This is a
That's
bit-
why I said I was so surprised by 3 years. If he had 1 year left of his contract and then as free as extension, no problem.
Mhm.
That's why I was so surprised because essentially, like I said, they got to renegotiate in 18 months to a year, but maybe even a year's time.
Mbappe to Chelsea.
So they got 2
Are
years.
you guys
Mbappe to
Chelsea.
This is a bit. This is a bit.
We gotta
out
sell
of,
our owner, bro.
This is a bit out of
I don't know,
out
man.
of,
Be good for Chelsea.
It's a bit of a you know, it's not really to do with what we're talking about Mbappe. But could you see Newcastle going for Mo Salah when his contract's done?
Yes.
That money-hungry cunt will probably take it. He'll probably go.
Because Andrew, did you see the Athletic article that came out this morning?
No. I know.
They
I
said-
read
They
bits
said
that
that he would
he's
rather
okay,
stay in the
yeah.
Premier League. They said he'd
Yeah.
rather stay in the Premier League. So I can
Yeah,
really
but
see Newcastle getting him.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that.
I mean, I like to trust the Athletic more than most sources.
Fair.
But it's yeah, I'm
But
surprised
that's
they're
an
not going for
extreme
Ousmane
big
Dembele
move of
as well.
him, though, to stay in the Premier League just to Liverpool can give him money. I don't know. I
Imagine
don't
he
like
goes
that.
to City and you got Pep trying.
Imagine he goes back to Chelsea. Shamelessly says, you know,
Could you imagine?
it's my club. I
Unfinished
love this club.
business,
This
yeah.
club is the best club. Everybody like. I like this club.
Yeah, unfinished
All right.
business. So
I'm gonna let people in one at a time because I only have space for one. So say if you agree, what you think about the topic, and then we'll try to let more people in. But Hassan, we'll start with you, bro. What are you saying, bro? What do you think about the Mbappe situation? Is he overrated? Is he worth the money? Is PSG gonna be the best team in football now because they paid the most for the player who hasn't done shit for them? But okay.
I mean, can you guys see me? Am I lagging or anything like that?
No, you're good,
Like
man.
horrible.
You're fine.
No, you're
Oh,
not.
shut
You're
up, Chris,
fine.
man. You always argue, man. Shut up.
Who's saying shut?
And
Who?
you, Chris. Shh. Anyway, with the whole Mbappe situation, right? If the reports are all true, I might as well listen to Mbappe rather than manager because if you don't listen to someone like him, you're shipped to League Two, mate. You're dead, bro. like he's not worth. He's our best. Our absolute best. If you do like a 4-year deal, he's worth about 150 mil contract. That's
Did
with
you guys,
like
did you guys see the picture
bonuses and stuff.
of Messi picking up the balls? Messi. Mbappe, like, go pick up the balls, bro.
This is what the beginning of Mbappe's regime looks like.
Pick up the balls, bro.
You know them people that clean up boots and stuff. That's what he's gonna do to Messi, man. Go clean the boots.
Oh my god.
it's going to make him get his coffee.
Yeah, he ain't
So
doing
he's gonna
nothing
make
good
him-
for PSG right now. So
That's
Yeah.
Argentinian coffee too. He's gonna have to get
Yeah.
special coffee.
Exactly.
you may as well get the money worth.
Yeah, man.
Might have to harvest it.
Oh god. But I mean, one thing I wanted to bring up. Okay, would you say? I know I'm saying Mbappe's overrated, but would you say like Haaland is a better player for less money?
No.
No. Mbappe has a first touch, and he technically,
that one wins the argument right there.
He looks up when he
technically,
runs.
Mbappe. I don't know. For me, it's important for players to have a first touch. It's one of the reasons why I'm not in love with the Chelsea footballers right now. I like footballers who I can't do what they can do. I don't like a player who can just run, you know. And Haaland is good, but for me, I want to see what he does in the Premier League because the Premier League you can't just rely on pace alone. I think a lot of people are just, and I believe if put Mbappe in the Premier League, I think Mbappe will still bank.
Well, that's the other thing I was going to say to you guys too. Like, what if Mbappe? Because think about it. Like, Mbappe's been at PSG for most of his career. Then he came from Monaco, right? He's been in the French league for so long, and you know people don't rate the French league. So to a certain extent, do you think that him being in that French league helps him carry? He carries, helps him give him that rating. You know, be that best player in the world because he's playing in France. But what if he? The question is still there. Ronaldo came from the Prem and went to Madrid and did it in multiple places.
Ronaldo also came from Sporting as well from United. Like it's
do you remember Mbappe's goals against Premier League teams though?
I mean, he scored against City. He scored against
Arsenal. If you remember that Monaco game, a nice goal against Arsenal.
The Arsenal doesn't count though.
Why doesn't count? That Arsenal they had a good team.
They had
a good team. They had Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, they were okay. Not like now where they have the Saka.
Fine, I'll put the banter to the side. I'll put the banter to the side.
The Michael Jackson Pettinzui. It's different, bro. Now they had a much better team.
Mbappe's a run merchant guy.
That's a ridiculous comment.
As I remember though, Monaco won the league with Mbappe, right? I know they got top 4, but they definitely won the league. Yeah, so like he did it with Monaco as well. Monaco.
Okay,
I
mean,
they're not.
I guess that's an argument in favor for his.
Yeah, but Monaco at the time were rich as fuck, man.
He's also stepped up. I wouldn't say maybe not stepped up, but he has done well in the Champions League for PSG as well. Like he has, numbers wise and performance wise, he's got 4 versus. I know it's a shit Barcelona team, but scoring 4 goals at the fucking was it a hat trick or was it 4 goals scored?
It's 3 or 4. Yeah, it's a lot of goals.
He's like even against Real Madrid this year, Champions of Europe. He's still he's got 2 goals in 2 games, and one of them was out of nothing.
He's not just a scorer; he's also a creator to a degree, man.
He's very good on the ball as well. Yeah,
exactly, man. He's a hybrid. Then he's versatile. You can play him up front. You can play him on the right. He's a bit like Hazard in a way. Like I wouldn't say it's comparable, but it's like a similar type of profile where we used to show Hazard up front, on the right, on the left. Like he could do anything.
Hazard can play strike that well.
Marshall. In cooking terminology, Haaland would be salt and pepper. And Mbappe would be coriander and paprika and some nice spices, man.
Thing is, I don't know.
So Haaland goes with everything, but the coriander and the spices, it's only specific dishes like
Haaland, you can find him everywhere, bro. You can even find him in a 1-star restaurant.
Haaland would be potato salad, and then Mbappe, you'd add the spices to potato salad.
No, I love potato salad, man. Don't get me hungry, bro.
To make it, that's what I'm saying.
Thing is,
hold on real quick, Will. Hold on to that thought. Hassan, do you have anything else you wanted to add? Because I want to make room for other people who might want to come in. All right, that answers my question.
Hey, you're bringing the
Thank
youth
you for
one.
coming on.
Project Youth.
I'm bringing in the youth, Hassan. Thank you for coming on, man. We'll catch you.
Music in the background. Sounds like
it is.
You just noticed it?
It is. Yeah, it's always there.
I'm literally hypnotized. Andrew. I just learned Spanish without me knowing,
Will, I'm sorry, bro. What did you want to say?
In the queue?
I was just going to say with Mbappe and compare him to Hazard. I don't think he's as naturally gifted as Hazard, though. I can't lie. I think
Hazard was different. Dribbling was my day.
I think Mbappe is a very good athlete.
He's a better goal scorer than Hazard, though.
100%. But he's I wouldn't say Mbappe. I would say
like pure talent.
It's weird though, isn't it? Because
dribbling.
You could argue that if Hazard was playing his prime now, I'd say he's the best player in the world. But then it's weird, isn't it? Because you can't really compare the areas of like when
isn't
they
he
were
Atletico?
at their best.
Yeah, what happened to Lamar?
Yeah,
isn't Lamar Atletico?
He's actually been alright for them, to be fair.
Lamar is just a better looking Bakayoko, bro. His career went downhill, man.
Speaking of
Bakayoko, with Lamar, he's just used as literally the definition of a utility player at Atletico. He's been shifted everywhere. You name a position, he's probably played there. Midfield,
you know what he is? He is that fork spoon. You know that fork spoon that they go in the restaurant? That's what he is, man. It's useless.
Okay. This I can't believe what I just read. I can't agree with this one. My agenda isn't that deep, bro.
Nah.
I wouldn't even say Mount's humble.
Why'd you say that when Kai's on the panel of all people too?
I don't give a fuck if somebody's humble, bro. What does that mean, man? I don't care.
Mount is humble.
Humble doesn't
I
give me
don't-
goals or Champions League. I'm sorry.
I
bro.
like
I mean,
I
Mount
like
did
Diego
win the
Costa. Diego
Champions
Costa was biting people's earlobes. You know, I don't care, man.
I mean, Suarez was.
Alleged,
How many?
alleged.
How many?
You remember the
Suarez,
Polista? What he did to Polista? Mourinho was
Oh
like,
yeah. What, the one who played for
Oh.
Valencia for a while? That guy.
no, the one who was playing for Arsenal, bro.
The
Polista.
Brazilian, the Brazilian.
When
Oh,
he
yeah,
said, He said Diego Costa bit his ear.
Did he?
And Mourinho-
Did he get,
Who's
absurd.
here?
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't know.
Who?
He
Was
said
that,
like,
was that under Mourinho, 15-16?
yeah. But he did the interview after that. He said like he's the most
Ah.
difficult opponent he played against, and he said he bit his ear. But I don't know, man. It could be
Wait,
the
was
Brazilian.
it Gabriel or Koscielny?
Yeah, Gabriel Polista. Gabriel Polista, exactly.
Ah,
That's
okay.
his name.
One of them
yeah.
got sent off. I can't remember which one did.
That clapped Brazilian guy who was the ugliest Brazilian I've ever seen in my life, man. Even even Fabinho looked like a male model compared to him, man.
So I have to.
Fabinho looked like ET, bro.
I have to ask you guys another question here. In regards to Mbappe.
Yep.
If Neymar leaves, which to be fair, I mean, for most of the season, I don't think Neymar and Mbappe really played together too often. But if Neymar leaves, does Mbappe do as well as he did this season or the season before?
Yeah, I think so.
They still got Di Maria.
No, he's there.
He's
He's
leaving.
going Juventus. He's going
Oh,
Juventus.
never mind then.
They need an overhaul at PSG, man. They need a bigger overhaul than we do.
I don't
They're,
think they can even
um,
afford it after this fucking contract. I don't know if they
Nah,
can
they're
even
only
afford
for
it.
the-
You know how rich,
actually-
you know how
they're
rich
one
these
of the,
motherfuckers are, man.
All right,
they're
fair
like-
enough.
There's
With
four,
the gas prices going up,
There's,
these guys are gonna
there's
be
four clubs-
doing parties, man.
They're one of the 4 clubs in the world who don't have any debt.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, they could just get one of their companies to hand them 400 million for a year. Do you know what I mean? As a
Just get a hold-
sponsor
Yeah, just gonna
on
hold
their-
that
on
money
their
for them.
pockets or something.
Yeah, just
like
gonna hold
that.
it.
Do you know
Just
what I
gonna
mean?
hold it.
Yeah, that's what they could do.
Imagine they. Do you know? I'm trying to think about who PSG could sign. I mean, if they want to, they could go and get Suarez.
Maybe Timo Werner for 80 million.
Suarez is still alive. Oh my days, man.
He's meant to be.
I
He's
agree
linked
with
with Aston Villa, Kai. He's linked with Aston Villa.
Oh my
They
days.
was looking at Lukaku, well, they are looking at Lukaku now.
Aston Villa can't afford Lukaku, bro. No way, man.
No, I think you're about
PSG.
PSG.
Ah,
Not-
PSG.
They could,
not Aston Villa.
They could actually go for Ronaldo if they really wanted to.
Dembele doesn't want them though. The good thing Dembele doesn't want them. Dembele wants Chelsea. I can
Imagine.
see Dembele coming to Chelsea.
Yeah, I think that might happen as well.
I'm surprised
Because
Dembele
he-
doesn't
he
go to
waited
PSG.
that
It's so
long,
much
you know.
easier. So much
Because
easier.
man, Dembele. Oh, all we need now is Kimpembe, and we can complete the song, the French
Oh
song.
please, I'll take Kimpembe
You want
any day.
Kimpembe?
I
I
love
like
Kimpembe,
Kimpembe. He's not
bro.
my first choice. He's not my first choice. But
I think
do
he
like
is
him.
my
Madness
first
if-
choice.
If we sign 3
I don't
centre-backs
want
today.
Kimpembe is just a hipster John Terry, bro. I don't want.
Is this real?
What do you
Big Ron,
mean
what's
it's-
up, brother?
if he
Is this
was a-
real?
Yeah, they signed him. Yeah,
Well, look
Oh,
at
that's
that.
great.
yeah, they activated.
That was
the
happening though. That,
There's
40
an option
million.
to buy. Yeah, there's an option to buy
Is he any good? Is Nuno Mendes
yeah,
any
he's
good?
really good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's really good.
He's gonna
I keep-
flop like Ashraf
I keep-
Hakimi.
I keep
he,
mixing
like
him-
Marshall, he was good for them this season. He's just an option to buy for loans.
I keep mixing him with that striker that United wants to buy. What's his name, man? That's
What,
striker.
Nunes?
Darwin
Darwin
Nunes.
Nunes.
Yeah.
Just call him Darwin.
Christ, that Darwin Nunes. is fucking-
I call him. I call him the touchless. The touchless. Man, the man has the first touch of a rapist, man. God.
Who, Nunes? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so shit.
The touchless. Yeah.
Imagine it. I mean, Ronaldo's not as good as he once was, but I'd take Ronaldo over Nunes.
I would take Ronaldo like right now, in a heartbeat. With that shit United team, he still scored like 18 Premier League goals, man.
Yeah, I feel bad for Ronaldo. He made a mistake going there.
I don't feel bad for him, but you know.
And it was
love-
no, I do feel
Well,
bad
I
because
thought
he
you
was
love
supposed to go
Ronaldo.
to Man City.
I don't feel bad for him for going United. He could have gone City if he wanted to. And he chose
You
United.
notice Ronaldo started writing a lot of quotes on his Instagram ever since he like motivational quotes. Ever since he joined United, like now everything is like it's like let them laugh. You will prove him wrong. I'm like, bro, you're 37. You already finished your career. Why did you come here, bro? Why did you come back?
Good for timing.
He just went to United to be a motivational speaker.
Oh,
Do you know what's talking of Nunes? Have you seen the list of attackers we're linked with? We need a director of football ASAP. Most of them are all from
Dembele is
training
good.
camps. No, Dembele's
like
good.
You don't like
Dembele's
Nkunku?
great.
You
No,
don't like Nkunku?
I can Kunku, but I'm looking at other
Nkunku.
options that we're linked with. We're linked with Nunes, Jonathan
But
David, and I'm like, oh my fucking god,
Who's
Christ.
Jonathan
Oh,
David, man.
dear.
That sounds like
I
the
don't
guy who
like
does my
that.
taxes. Who's that, man?
He's-
I don't
Jonathan
like that
David-
list.
Yeah, and
I don't
who
know
else
who it
was
is.
there? There's someone else.
There is a guy from AC Milan that I really like. What's his name?
Rafael Leao is really good.
Yeah, he'd be good for us. He'd be good for us.
He's a very good player. He'll stay at Milan though for a while until he goes to Madrid. Or we go to Madrid as well one day.
Wow. Is this true? I didn't know this was true. FFP no longer applies to PSG.
This version
Cameron,
of
is it-
FFP no longer applies, but they are going to bring something else in to try.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy that they can have this big deal for Mbappe
Bro,
and still have
fuck
players they
FFP.
can sign.
FFP ruins football. I will hold that.
I totally
to my
agree.
grave.
I totally
Yeah.
agree. I
It
totally
ruins
agree.
football, bro.
Yeah, because there's
Fuck
always
historical
loopholes
clubs, man.
anyway.
Let them die, man.
Isn't it? There's
Yeah.
always loopholes in it. Like
Fuck
it's not.
I don't know.
So
I
cold.
feel like there's got to be some sort of a balance in football.
What? There's no balance. FFP
No,
doesn't
there
balance
should.
shit.
Christ,
There should
imagine
be.
they did the
Chris,
imagine
All it
they-
does is protect the historical clubs from new games. I rather see competition in football rather than this shit.
But does it though? That's
No,
the
but
thing.
I
I
think
wouldn't
you can
even
go
say
just
it
too
does.
crazy.
Like-
Look at
Yeah,
City
but-
though. They spent
but
50
Will,
million on.
I don't know if you guys
Look
remember.
at Mbappe.
But Kai, what I mean,
Yeah.
Kai, what I mean is like you've got big clubs that still benefit off of the Premier League.
Yep.
Like not well, I say big clubs, big historical clubs that
But it
still
used to be-
benefit off.
Before Chelsea came to the game, yeah, it was just United versus Arsenal most of the time, and that's
Yeah.
and when I
Yeah.
say most of the time, it was mostly United to just picking up a Premier League after Premier League after Premier League, and
They stopped-
Arsenal. I think in the whole history of the Premier League, Arsenal only won 3. Yeah, I don't think I know. So just
United
shows
didn't
you
win the
it
Premier
was-
League
it
for like
was-
I think
4
they've
years in
won
the early
shit show, man.
2000s as well.
Even
But
though the English people won't admit it, Chelsea literally made the Premier League what it is today. Because before Chelsea, it was
yeah,
just
they
a
made it
two-horse race. And Liverpool fans can cry all they want, but the majority of the Premier League will finish in 7th, 8th, and 9th, man.
True.
So they weren't even in the conversation.
Yeah, it's
But
Yeah.
I see where Chris is coming from, because like, okay, like even if all I care about is the top 4 teams and all that shit, after a while, like, how much money? I don't think the clubs can sustain this format that they have right now, where like we're paying 100 million for Mbappe to just sign a piece of paper, and then next thing you know, how much was Erling Haaland last season? He was supposed to be like 170 mil.
Yeah,
Kane another 100 mil. Like, so it's gonna get to a point where like, oh, that's not enough. Now we need 150 mil. Oh, now we need 200 mil. Like,
Not
where
all
does it
clubs
stop?
pay
You
it,
know?
though. Not all clubs pay it. Look at City. City refused to pay that amount for Kane.
Yeah, but what City do? They just spend on literally like every position, like even bench as
But
well,
they-
like 40,
City
50
spends
million.
well.
Nathan Ake cost 40 million.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
so
but,
only
spend
no,
on
but
that.
Chris Nathan Ake
Yeah.
cost 40 million, but Ake has helped them this year. Like when they've needed, like 40 million's nothing really. Like come on,
Not
Yeah,
to
but
them.
it's not
before
really.
Before Grealish, the max they spent was 60 million. Before
Yeah,
Grealish.
yeah. They don't overgo, but they just.
So they're
like,
allowed.
flop, like,
They're
50,
allowed
60.
one flop. Even though I'm reluctant to call Grealish a flop, because I think he literally won the Premier League for them.
Yeah.
Grealish?
The
He did. He
thing
But
that-
he
the
scored a
thing
very
that-
By
important goal
fact,
for
he
them.
did win it. Yeah.
the thing that will
Oh,
keep it-
so I guess Batshuayi won us the Premier League then, right?
I mean, he will. Yeah, but Batshuayi was.
No, but that's different. That's different.
That's different, huh?
That's completely different. You know why it's different? You know why it's different? Because Batshuayi didn't need to score that goal. We could have won the next game because we won the Premier League.
Wow,
with 3-4
maybe.
games.
What's if we lost next
To
Three-
be
week?
fair, though, to be fair,
Yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't
not
even
gonna
have
happen.
called.
Though. That's not the
I
same.
wouldn't.
Come on, Chris.
Thing
Batshuayi
is,
won
Just
us.
like,
bantering now, bro.
It's weird. Football's weird because football now is just different. I don't even think.
No,
The
I-
thing is, okay, you know what
Yep.
you've obviously like the way we came in, it helped the Premier League long term. Like the quality of setup now is probably better than it's ever been. It's just the quality of
Oh, for
player.
sure. The
now.
quality's definitely
bro,
gone.
don't
it used to be.
see-
Have you seen football from the 60s, Chris? I mean, Will. Most of them had
Yeah,
beer bellies, bro.
That's
Most of them were
Yeah, I don't
factory
want
workers.
to watch that.
the thing is though,
Yeah, that's just-
Kai, as well. You know, a lot of people say, even myself have said it. Like
Yeah.
I get frustrated because of we don't really get as many players now that can entertain us as much as like the players of like previous generations. But that's just I guess down to tactical evolution. How setups now
Yep.
are just very good. Like look at the managers we've got in the Premier League. Like Tuchel, Pep, Klopp, Conte. Even I'm not putting Ten Hag in that, bro.
How could
You
forget-
almost said Arteta. I heard it. You almost said Arteta, you bastard.
How can you forget about Lego Man, bro?
It will continue if people are willing to pay for it. So
Yeah.
I think
There's a lot of money.
Sky,
in football
I
right
think
now.
Sky and BT are going to get blown out of the water by saying Amazon or something like that.
Yeah.
If they
Mm.
get it,
Or design.
you watch how it changes about season tickets for armchair fans, like whether to watch a whole whole season, every game, or just the individual clubs.
Yeah.
It'll change like that. Billions will come back in. Same for the Champions League. Those rights will get bought up. Same thing will happen.
Imagine what's going to happen to Arsenal, bro. The amount of money Arsenal is going to make from nothing or nothing.
Or what they'll do is
Nothing or nothing.
or
Yeah,
if,
amount of money they're gonna
honestly
win.
though, I think if the Premier
Just
League
nothing.
can, when they run out their
It's called all for nothing.
when they
Oh,
run
for
out their
nothing.
contracts with like La Liga did it. La Liga stopped showing their games on Sky and BT and whatever, and they made La Liga TV, and it's so much better. They're proper analysts on there. They actually give you insightful.
But isn't that
commentary.
and
And
that's
wait a minute,
that's
Kai, one
not
more
the-
thing, one more thing.
yeah,
They've got,
go ahead.
and also like the footage, the cameras they've got. Oh my god, it's fucking. I feel like I'm there watching.
But that's
certain
different though,
angles.
because
But-
the Spanish culture of football is different to how the English like the football, you know.
Of course.
So
But
that's-
what I think is going to happen is the Premier League will probably make their own streaming service. That's what I think will happen.
Bro, the least
I can
I hear
see that.
from Gallagher's
Amazon
fucking
buys them
accent,
out.
bro, the better, man. God damn, I hate that guy.
As long as they have the feature that you can turn off the commentary, like you can on Amazon.
Yeah. They can't lose Sadio Mane. It's like, yes, they will lose Sadio
That's a
Mane.
good accent.
I think on that
Sadio
note,
Mane's the best
Sadio
player.
Mane.
on that note, I think we had a good discussion, a lot of good points here, a lot of good insight on the whole Mbappe situation and football in general. I guess we'll see in 3 years. We'll come back to this. We'll see if I was right or not. But ladies and gentlemen, that was the unpopular opinion for today. Kylian Mbappe is overrated. I still believe it. We'll see what happens in 3 years.
Actually,
But
believe it.
Wear the tipple hat.
a little, just a little,
None
just
of
a
us
little,
do.
just a little.
We don't believe it.
I'll admit, I waffled a little bit. All right, just
Marshall
it's
is a
like
year
YouTube.
down. Marshall is a year down.
Marshall's that
He's a
guy
year down.
outside. Marshall's that guy in America outside the big corporate headquarters going, the end is nigh. The end is coming.
I'm trying to convey a message to wake people up. Don't be sheep.
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. All
I
right,
thought
but
it's-
anyways,
I thought it's
guys,
clickbait, man. When I saw the title.
it was
I mean, it is a
definitely
little bit.
clickbait to a certain extent. But I did have my reasons for why I said it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification to miss our future live streams. I may do a stream on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Definitely on Sunday. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the whole Mbappe saga. If you really think this is overrated or if I'm just blowing this out of the water. And leave a like for the algorithm, please. But everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the panel. And we'll